Yo, what's going on, man? Hope everybody had a good Christmas. I hope everybody's just cruising into 2024. But how I run my life, to me, 2024 is over. How I position myself for 2025 is what y'all should be on. We should be 1 year ahead of the calendar year. We shouldn't be making New Year's resolutions in a couple of days for 2024. We should have been set up, positioned to execute 2024 so then we can make New Year's resolutions for 2025. And some people might think, well, that's crazy. Well, if you go into a store right now, you're going to start seeing Valentine's Day stuff starting to creep to the front of the stores. We all know the fashion industry is a season ahead. So as you start to go to the stores, you're going to start to see less and less hoodies in your department stores and more t-shirts and spring attire starting to attack the market. And that's just how the things are. We cannot do New Year's resolutions to start January 1st. We got to position ourselves for the inside lane. Enough of me talking. Punch me in. Exactly. You read it. Elon Musk, OpenAI, and the future of artificial intelligence. Here we go. Welcome to Chasing That High. 12/28/2023 at 12:26 a.m. I'm lying in bed and I'm just thinking to myself, this is racking my fucking brain and I can't sleep. I just can't sleep. I just can't sleep. Because just thinking about this is insane. And where we're gonna go from now. Here we go, man. I'm just gonna do a little audio check. Hold on, give me a second here. There we go. I just wanted to check on Facebook that the audio was coming through nice and crispy. So, I want you guys to stay with me. You gotta stay with me as we go down this rabbit hole that I think what Elon Musk is doing. What OpenAI has done, and now the future of where we're gonna go. So as you see right here pop up on your screen, New York Times says OpenAI and Microsoft sues OpenAI and Microsoft for using its stories to train chatbots. New York AP, the Associated Press. New York Times is striking back against the threat that artificial intelligence poses to the news industry, filing a federal lawsuit Wednesday against OpenAI and Microsoft, seeking to end the practice of using its stories to train chatbots. The Times says the companies are threatening its livelihood by effectively stealing billions of dollars worth of work by its journalists, in some cases spitting out Times material verbatim to people seeking answers from generative artificial intelligence like OpenAI, ChatGPT. The newspaper's lawsuit was filed in federal court in Manhattan and follows what appears to be a breakdown in talks between the newspaper and the two companies, which began in April. The media has already been pummeled by the migration of readers to online platforms, while many publications, most notably The Times, have successfully carved out a digital space. The rapid development of AI threatens to significant and upend the publishing industry. Gotta practice my reading. Shit. Okay. So we all know what training bots mean, right? So what you do is real short and sweet. This is not actually how it's done, but you just take information, right? You put it inside ChatGPT. When you go to ChatGPT to recall anything, ChatGPT will spit out a response. So in order for ChatGPT to work, you got to fill it with data. As I ask for the data, ChatGPT will spit out an answer. The more people that ask that same question, because let's be real, human beings are not that creative. You guys request the same exact information from the bot, but in different ways. So now the bot is gathering all these questions from different sources, trying to find the answer with the data that is already inside the system. They call it artificial intelligence, but really what it is a massive search engine with the ability to formulate a structure that human beings can then read. It isn't Skynet. As more people ask ChatGPT, it then understands that those questions can give him more, don't want to be called a feminist, don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Can give it more information because the way you ask the question. So what we're basically doing is we are training the chatbots to become more efficient. As ChatGPT gain more information, it will start to do less hallucinations. I've never witnessed a hallucination. Yippee! Spit the gum out. Fucking gum is tying my fucking. There it is. There it is, man. Decline. They see me reading their stories, they want fucking money. That's exactly. That couldn't come at a better time, right? They want their money. So I've never experienced a I have never experienced a hallucination. I can't even speak. I've never experienced an hallucination on ChatGPT. Okay. What a hallucination is when you ask it something and it spits out something insane. You're like, whoa, that's not what I asked. What's going on? Why can't I stop my song? Talk about hallucinations. My system right now is having a hallucination right now. Let me see here. Play stop. Wow. It looks like we gotta roll with this beat. Cause this beat ain't stopping. It's just on a permanent loop. Like the computer system has fucking developed its own brain and saying, yo, listen, we like this song, so you can't turn off this song. There we go. Maybe ChatGPT, maybe artificial intelligence is Skynet, because it's completely taken over the fucking show. Completely. I can't even bring in a new song. So some people experience hallucinations. With a hallucination, you typing, give me another option. So then you type in another option, and then it may recorrect that. Or sometimes it may give you a huge paragraph, and some of it is just repetitive, right? It's not a body of work. It would just spit out repetitiveness throughout the body. And then you got to go in as a user and edit what ChatGPT has spit out. I hope you guys know what ChatGPT is. I hope you guys have used the software. Because if not, this absolutely makes no fucking sense what I'm talking about. But for those that didn't use it, imagine if you did a Google search for something and it printed out an essay. So imagine you went on Google and you said, write me an essay about cheesy feet. It would write an essay about cheesy feet and why they're cheesy, and how you could wash your feet so they don't stink, right? Right? So that is what's going on. Apple in talks with media over AI. There we go. I think the music stopped. Okay. Apple explores AI deals with news publishers. The company has discussed multi-year deals worth at least $50 million to train its generative AI systems on publisher news and articles. Apple has opened negotiations in recent weeks with major news and publishing organizations seeking permission to use their material in the company's development of generative artificial intelligence systems, according to 4 people familiar with the discussion. The technology giant has floated multi-year deals worth at least $50 million to license the archives of news articles. So said the people with knowledge of talks, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss sensitive negotiations. The news organizations contacted by Apple included Condé Nast, publisher of Vogue, The New Yorker, NBC, IAC, which owns People, Daily Beast, Better Homes, and Gardens. The negotiations mark one of the earliest examples how Apple is trying to catch up to its rivals in the race to develop generative AI, which allows computers to correct images and chat like a human. The technology, which artificial intelligence experts refer to as neural networks, is built by using troves of photos or digital contexts to recognize patterns. By analyzing thousands of cat photos, for instance, a computer could recognize to learn a gap. I'm adding my own words here because I like to flow. So there it is. So there's the backstory. There's what AI is trying to do. So we need to capture. We need to capture information. And in order to do that, you have to input all this data into ChatGPT. Now, technically, ChatGPT has plagiarized across the whole internet. So if you wrote something on your website or your blog about a niche that nobody really knows about, I would assume that the ChatGPT spiders crawls the internet and with its tentacles, or I can't even speak, man, it's just grabbing information as it's going down the pipeline. So imagine a pipe, right? Filled with lint. And let's say a spider has 200 legs. And on the tip of each leg, you put a sticky object, Gorilla Tape. And you drop the spider down the tube. And as the spider with the 200 legs is going down the pipe, it's just grabbing dust from the interior of the pipe as it's going down. That dust and lint is information. But the pipe is still kind of dusty. So you drop another spider down there, and the spider's going down, and the spider is just grabbing more lint and dust. And you keep on doing this repeatedly till you have all the dust out of the pipe in a lint tray. You take out that lint tray and throw it in the trash. That's essentially what they're doing, right? So it's like you put your clean clothes into the dryer, you turn the dryer, the lint comes into the lint tray. You then clean off the lint tray, take that ball of lint, which is data, and throw it in the trash. And now that trash is now OpenAI. Inside that trash, there's lint from the clothes, so that it can start to distinguish fibers. There's eggshells, right? There's vegetables. There's bills. There's newspaper clippings, coupons, toys, cat food, dog food. So then now your garbage can has all this information about you. The trash truck comes, grabs everybody's garbage, takes everybody's garbage, your plastics and your trash, and let's be real, dump it into a landfill. But Bobby Shakes, that's fake news. Or it could be. Who knows? So now the trash landfill has all this data. And this is how we're cleaning the pipe out and our house out with trash. OpenAI then breaks into the landfill and scoops up all that information. That is basically how this OpenAI situation works. So let's go back to the internet. You drop spiders, the spiders scour the internet and bring back information back to ChatGPT. That is why they said it's very important for you to put a description on your YouTube posts. Because when you put a description on your YouTube post, when somebody types in OpenAI, Elon Musk in the future of, or they type in Elon Musk, ChatGPT, OpenAI in the future of whatever my title is. When you type that in, if I have a description that matches your request, hopefully you'll come and watch this video. That's how it's supposed to work. But for me to connect you to that source, I have to pay some money and blah, blah, blah. But that's how it's supposed to work. My description matches your question. The algorithm will link us together. You watch this video. You give it a thumbs up. Yippee! Or you give it a thumbs down. Or you tell me to go and fuck myself. And that's just how these models are working. So I hope that garbage truck scenario was a visual representation of how they're gathering information. Because there's a lot of information in your trash. Some people read the New York Times. Some people read the New York Post. Some people read Wall Street Journal. Some people read crazy books. Some people throw books in the trash. So now we're just grabbing information from all over the fucking place. So that's what these companies are doing right now. And this could be the future. But have you been plagiarized? Has OpenAI scoured the internet and stole your niche story? And it's not going to give you credit from where the source was found. Which I would think, if I was doing an OpenAI system to train my bots, I would list where this information is coming from. Instead of just blatantly ripping people off and saying that your computers are fucking smart. No? Yes? Maybe? Chat? Talk to me? Chat's just watching. So all my reggae information that I've wrote on the internet is now subject to being stolen by Microsoft and ChatGPT. All the things that I've Googled on Google, is that going to be in their artificial intelligence program? All the stuff that I've searched and typed on the Google blogs, do they own that content or do I own that content? Like, come on, talk to me. Talk to me. So now you're taking my information that I've written, worked hard, did the research, typed it out, put it on the internet, and now some human being, because we're not that original. We think we're that original, but we're really fucking not. There's nothing to be original about. John Coltrane destroyed music forever. He mathematically broke music notes down to the smallest. So any music after John Coltrane is really not new music. If you look at movies, they're all a remake of something else. We're really not that of an intelligent species. We just repackage shit and deliver it to you. Let's be real. Like what I'm doing here. I'm just reading an article, repackaging it with my slang and swag, and dumping it back on the internet. There's nothing original here. Maybe the way I deliver, maybe the way I stumble over my reads, maybe these little buttons, maybe the music in the background will add to the creativity. But when we break it down, it's really not that original. It's a dude talking with lights in the background on a microphone called the podcast. There's a billion people doing the same exact shit on the same exact situation, topic discussion right now worldwide. And I'm late to the party because this was yesterday. This story broke yesterday morning. So I'm almost 12 hours late on this cycle. So when we talk about ingenuity, we're really not. So the niche that you've created, there's a guy somewhere else that wants to create that same exact niche. He doesn't know where to get the information from. He goes to OpenAI's ChatGPT, types it in, and your information pops up on his hand. He's off and running. Fuck you that you took 30, 40 years or 10 years or 5 years to develop that niche on the internet for this schmuck somewhere across the world to type it in and that information pops up on his end. So what is the future of artificial intelligence? I don't think there is one. Unless you start to buy information. Because let me give you an example yesterday. Bought my son's a Power Wheels mini Jeep. And I had to assemble this fucking thing by myself in the driveway. And then once I got this thing assembled, right? She was just watching me assemble this thing with all the kids jumping on me and me yelling at the kids. Don't eat the screws. Don't fucking lose the screws. Get out of the machine. It's not ready yet. Stop fucking bothering me. Then my neighbor came over with his Jeep. Yeah, we're keeping up with the Joneses. He had a Jeep, so we had to go and buy a Jeep because my sons like to drive in his cousin's Jeep. So his cousin's got a Jeep, and next door neighbor's got a Jeep, so we had to go and buy him a Jeep so we could keep up with the fucking Joneses, right? Right? So I assembled this Jeep by myself, pain in the fucking ass. My neighbor came over his Jeep, and I said, dude, this thing is the worst. This is the hardest thing ever to assemble. He comes over. He asked me, how did I put this thing together? And I just told him so he didn't have to read the instruction manual. Because I just got through fitting this Jeep together, this Power Wheels. He's the end user, right? That asked me how to put this Jeep together, and I spat out the information. The 4 or 5 hours it took me to assemble this Jeep, he comes over, I spit out the information to him, we assembled the Jeep in record time. So I went from 4 hours, right, to a half hour to build this thing from scratch. You guys get where I'm going? You understand what I'm saying? had all the information and I just gave it to him. Because obviously I want his Jeep to be fixed so him and my son can be zipping around the neighborhood in their fucking Jeeps. But he didn't have to read the instruction manual because I did all the work for him. So that's kind of like me writing a niche or writing news, put it on the internet. He came with the ChatGPT, boom, 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 spit out all my hard work. He got it. Now he's off and running. I mean, there's no other way for me to keep on breaking this down any simpler than that. That is a problem. And I think that could really fuck OpenAI up. And I don't want to be a downer. I'm just being realistic of where we're going to go. Like, where are we going to go with this? Where are we going to go with this? Do we not put our exclusive content on the internet? Are we scared of the internet? So now we go back to publishing and writing books and then selling books because we don't want our intellectual property being hijacked by fucking AI. I always told everyone OpenAI is fucking great if we're using OpenAI for menial tasks. If you have a great idea, I would not request it on OpenAI how to help you with it. That's just mine. I think you have to do the blood, sweat, and tears to get it fucking done. Because like I said, human beings are not that smart and they're not that original. So your same great idea that you want to implement is going to be the same idea that guy wants to implement in fucking Africa. You put all the blueprint on ChatGPT. He Googles how to do that, or he requests it on ChatGPT. All your hard work now goes to fucking him. But he has a different twist. You have a different twist. He has a different twist. So now that model, that bot, has been trained on that niche by two separate entities. There's a guy over there with the same exact idea like you two. Request, gets the information from that bot, from that human to him, plus more information on the internet. Now he's got a better idea of your idea. Because you put in information, he put in information, he put in information. Now when a woman comes, they think differently from us. Women are survivors. A lot of them are single, a lot of them have children. So then they're looking at the same idea that you want to do, but with their twist. So now sitting on OpenAI, there's 4 completely original ideas that now has been stored. Because, I mean, you've got the greatest idea in the world. I'm going to start a podcast about OpenAI. And imagine that by the hundreds, by the thousands, by the millions of people doing the same exact thing. Doing the same exact thing with that information being stored on ChatGPT. You fucking tell me. You tell me. What is the future of OpenAI? I'm asking you. What is the future of OpenAI? Will we get paid for our content or will we not? I don't know. Let's change space. Let's change speeds right now. And let's just go to Elon Musk. I did this before. I said this to a couple of people. Obviously, they thought I was crazy because it sounds crazy. But here we are. We're on Tesla's website. Model Y, you can lease it for $400 a month. There it is, driving through the snow, plugging it in. Great fucking car, right? Great car to live in fucking Massachusetts and the cold weather, and it drains the battery. So now it used to be 10,000 miles per charge. Now it's only 1. But anyway, we're not here to discuss Tesla. So now we have Tesla, which is a car which can be, you could download the software to upgrade it, right? It has autopilot, right? It also has like a little button, like if you're in a store, it could drive to the key fob, come out of its driving spot and navigate through a hectic traffic in a parking lot, pull up to you to the front of the store, and you could throw all your shit in and there you go. Instead of walking, right, in the parking lot. Where the fuck did I park? Where did I park? Where? Oh, fuck, I'm on the 5th floor. Oh, shit, I hear my car. Fuck, it's on the 1st floor. Oh, fuck. I parked it in the fire lane outside. You see those people running around the mall fucking hitting their alarm on their car trying to find out where the fuck they parked. This thing will drive to you. $400 a month. So now we have Tesla. All right. Let's go to Starlink, which is another company owned by Elon Musk. High-speed internet almost anywhere on Earth, right? Now let's get the tabs up so we can start to build a story here. I'm going to go back to Tesla. All right. And then we're going to go to Neuralink. And there we go. And I just want you guys to see this. If I had this speech a couple of months ago and everybody thought I was fucking crazy, but this is how my brain works late at night when I can't sleep. Then we're going to go to Twitter or X. All right. Okay. So here we are. I'm going to break this thing down to the simplest possible way, and I hope you guys can comprehend this. Okay. Let's break down each company real quick. Tesla is a car company that has a self-driving operation with it. It's an electric vehicle. It's great for the environment unless you live in fucking Africa. Where the batteries, the lithium used for the batteries, it's fucking up everywhere in the world besides America. And it's interesting because America has cobalt in the United States, but they'll never ever fucking mine it. They'd rather go to Africa and fuck everybody up. I mean, I'm just saying. Stay with me. Mm. Stay with me. Stay with me. Wait till them horns come in. Damn. Yo, this beat is fucking rotted. Here we go. Yo. That's just crazy, huh? Yo, that beat's fire. All right, stay with me. Stay with me. We got to keep this entertaining because I might lose you. Okay, let me turn this down just a little bit because I see the mommy about to jump out of the chair. And where we at? Where we at here? What stream deck is it? The stream deck 1. Page 2. Turn this down just a little bit. All right, here we go. All right, stay with me now. Tesla, car company, it could drive itself, blah, blah, blah. All right. Where's my mouse? All right, here we go. Neuralink, breakthrough technology for the brain. So basically what we'll do is we'll implant a chip into your head. Right? Creates a generalized brain interface to restore autonomy to those with unmet medical needs today and unlock human potential tomorrow. So remember when your crazy aunt was telling her that they're going to plant something in your body, which is the mark of the beast? Here it is. And if you think I'm crazy, there it is. Current clinical trials. You can sign up, get this thing implanted into your fucking head. You're off and running. Now you have this chip in your head, right? We go to Starlink. It would make sense that Elon Musk would allow Neuralink to talk to Starlink, which is the internet constellation satellites going around the earth. Right? So he has these satellites rotating the earth, which is giving you high-speed internet everywhere you go. Right? So you get the chip in your mind, which is connected to the internet. Right? Which is then that same internet is now connected to your Tesla. So now you can sit inside your Tesla because you've got this chip in your head. You can communicate through your car, to your car, through thoughts over the internet, which is Starlink. So then you could just sit down and communicate with your car like, yo, I want to go to the grocery store. Or I'm going to the grocery store. Why don't you go charge yourself? Because by next year or coming up, because in China and in some places in America, you drive on the road, it charges your battery. So then it would just be like a pad that you put your iPhone on. You technically don't have to plug your iPhone in anywhere anymore. You can just rest it on a charger and it will charge. So I would assume that's be the innovation for electric cars. If you steal my idea, give me some fucking money, assholes, right? So you take your car, you drive it into the space. The space is a giant charging thing. And while your car is parked on this platform, it's charging your battery. You get a phone call from your daughter, who's saying that she just got let out early at ballet practice, but you're in the grocery store. The Tesla hears this conversation, immediately leaves the charging pad because it said, okay, where your daughter is 10 miles from here. I have 75 miles on charge. So I could get there, pick her up, and put her in the parking spot if there's an available charger. Well, there will be. Eventually, the whole parking lot will be this map where you can just charge your cars, right? So then the car, hearing the communication that you and your daughter had over Starlink, the car would then leave the parking lot, go and pick up your daughter, bring her back to the grocery store. While you're waiting in line, you then communicate through Starlink to your Tesla. Randy's done with football practice, which is just down the street. Go and pick Randy up. The lines are super long because we have cashiers, right? So now we have all this going on. This is the new Elon Musk future. It's here. I'm just having a creative thought of how Elon Musk is going to use this technology. Like I said, I sound smart, but that's probably something that he's already thought of. That's why he has Neuralink, right? Let me go back to Neuralink, where you could get this chip implanted into your head. He owns the internet. He owns the mobile device that can move from A to B. Now, during COVID, I was listening to Elon Musk on I don't know, it's late nights. I go down these rabbit holes, the same way you've gone down a rabbit hole to find this. And Elon Musk was talking about this artificial intelligence thing that he backed. And he's talking about, yeah, you should go and check this thing out. So during the interview, as the interview's playing, open up another tab, went to ChatGPT, I think it's like 2 or 1 or whatever. And I was having a conversation with it like it was a human being. I was just chatting it up. How's the weather? How you feeling? Blah, blah, blah. And it's just giving me back simple fucking answers. But at that point, I was prompting, right? That's what you call, when you do a search on ChatGPT, it's called prompting. So I was prompting this. So they were using my energy and my wittiness to train the chatbots. So we had a long conversation while I'm listening to Elon Musk talk about it and the future. I clicked over another tab and I'm just fucking with this chatbot for about an hour, late night, just fucking around with it, talking, having a general conversation like I was talking to somebody over Twitter. It wasn't as advanced and it wasn't spitting out these long, elaborate responses, but it was just cool to talk to an artificial intelligence model fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. Elon Musk left OpenAI because he didn't like the way the future, how they were moving this technology forward. So he left. And OpenAI, long story short, teamed up with Microsoft. As we said in the beginning of this video, that's why New York Times is suing Microsoft and ChatGPT, because Microsoft merged with OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT. So now Microsoft doesn't have to, is also developing Bard. I think it's called Bard, their own system, but they could super juice Bard with these guys that has done all the work on OpenAI, right? So you acquire the company comes underneath you, all the technology for ChatGPT goes up to Microsoft's bar, and there you have it. Right? You do all the work, right? You do all the work. I acquire you. I now get access to all your work, which makes my work even easier. So funny that ChatGPT got cannibalized by what it does. Eventually, Microsoft will suck all that information out, do their own thing, amplify their thing. Who knows what ChatGPT is going to be? You're just watching the cannibal. This is what we've been talking about all day. How information is just being cannibalized by each other. So if you're Elon Musk, how would you get data from human beings? If I was to build an OpenAI, and how could I grab information and topics to train my bots? The internet. Right, because that's what we did over at OpenAI when I was at OpenAI. We took information from the internet to train our bots. Yeah. You go to your attorneys and the attorney says, hey, listen, you're going to get fucking sued if you do that. It's plagiarism. I don't give a fuck what you call it. Bot training. You're fucking ripping off information from other valuable sources. Yo, that beat's fucking crazy. That beat is fucking crazy. So, where can I get information from? You know what? I'm gonna buy Twitter. Twitter has all of the emotions that we need to train our chatbots. It has information, but it doesn't have emotion. New York Post, Times, People Magazine, Vogue doesn't have emotion. It has information. So we are going to train our chatbots with information from Twitter. Now we have an AI that's emotionally superior to everybody else's because of the way we write and express yourself on Twitter. And there it is, people. Future of AI.